Are there any YouTubers out there that you feel are overrated? Anybody that we should subscribe to? You want to give some love? Now would be your chance.
Yeah, dude. Okay, shout outs. Jeez. I have a couple actual buddies that have YouTube accounts and they're pretty cool. Moonlit Night 817 is a badass. LLL S'mores, LLL. There are also a couple of people I promised shout outs a long time ago on Blog TV. But here's the thing, I forgot who the fuck you are. So, just know that I'm thinking about you.
If the Coctopus Prime of now could go back to the Coctopus Prime of when he was 5 years old and give some advice, what would that advice be?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't remember a whole lot from when I was 5, so, screw it. Don't give me any advice. You could probably tell me how to turn lead into gold and I'd have forgotten it, so... Fuck the advice, man. 5 years old. Maybe if I was like 15, someone could have gave me some advice and told me... because at 15 I was conservative. At 18 and 19 I was conservative. And then, because I didn't look into it. I didn't care about politics. I just took my parents... You know, my parents were conservative and Republican, and I just thought they knew best, and so I went along with them. Same as what they did for Christianity or Catholicism. But eventually you learn if you're interested, and you learn about the facts, and if you're not a douchebag, you have to change your opinion once you learn that what you thought was right was totally ignorant. Yeah, but that's just me.
If you could elect anyone to president, anyone at all to hold that office, be it Attila the Hun, John Lennon, Gandhi, whatever, to hold that office, who would you?
I'm just going to go off the top of my head with this one and say Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. He's a fucking badass, and he's highly entertaining, and I would love to have to turn on the TV and see him all the time. That would be awesome.
You strike me as kind of a music guy. What are you into? Let us all know, man. You must know.
I'm into a lot of metal, and I'm also into like kind of breakbeat techno. I know that sounds terrible, but you can't listen to metal all the time. I mean, you can, but eventually, after like, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks of just listening to nothing but metal, you eventually want something a little bit different. I play guitar and bass and a little bit of drums. I enjoy playing like funk. Funk is fun for me to play, but I also, you know, I love metal. And like I said, I'm talking about like Prodigy. Prodigy is like fun techno, and you can like get into it, and it's, you know, it's not lame ass bullshit like trance or like a la da hee, a la da ha. Fuck that shit. I like band. All right, you want to know band names? Dimmu Borgir, Old Man's Child, Lamb of God, American Head Charge, Devil Driver, shit like that. I enjoy, and even some of like the harder shit like Dying Fetus, Suffocation, shit like that. You know, that good stuff.
All right, we'll steer back to politics here and try to. I'll ask you something of at least a little bit of substance. What are your feelings on stem cell research? I know it's kind of a loaded question, and I'll throw this one in there too while you're elaborating. What are your feelings on abortion as well? I know you're kind of, you tend, and maybe I'm wrong, you tend to float to the left side there. What do you feel about all that, man? We want to
know. Stem cell research, I, you know, definitely think that we should be more into that. You know, it's obvious that stem cell research can do a lot of good for society, and I don't see why anybody would think that it's like evil or bad probably the same kind of retards that think, national health care is a terrible thing, you know, because they are the assholes that already have a doctor, a personal doctor, and all that shit, so they don't care. They don't give a rat's ass until it's them or someone in their family that needs the help from stem cell research. Then maybe they change their minds, or maybe they're just so stupid they fucking keep on thinking otherwise. Maybe they are so stuck in their ways that they are willing to either die or let their family members die because they are so stuck in their ways and they don't want to fucking change. As far as abortion, I'm all about women's rights. You do what the fuck you want to do with your body. A woman who has been born has rights. A fetus, in my opinion, does not have the same rights as a born person. And that's just my opinion, but I just don't see how terminating a fetus is like, people say it's murder. It's not to me. It's a fetus. To me, it's more murder to kill a cow and eat it, because the cow is actually alive. You're not a person until you're born, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Finally, question 11. The dreaded question 11. I'm going to let you take it away, Coctopus Prime. You get to have the last word here. Enlighten any subscribers I may have amassed at this point and all your audience. Hit us with some of those fat daddy words of wisdom, dude. Come on.
Alright, quick words of wisdom right here. Don't shit in your pants and then complain about the smell. See if you guys can figure that shit out.
Well, Coctopus Prime, I appreciate your time, and you're one of the first people that I interviewed, and I mean that as a compliment. You're one of the ones that I thought would be really fun, and I hope this turns out entertaining for everybody. Again, if you're ever out in my neck of the woods, you got a beer on me. And there you go. Thanks for your time, and thanks everybody for watching. I hope this stuff is fun for you, and I hope that you subscribe, and there's more on the way. Good evening.